Fate decided that an explosion at the factory saved her the effort. The ex-boss sister-in-law, the ex-boss, the ex-boss boss, and with a little help from the second in line, the first leader of the yellow government fell at a stroke. However, the joy was maximum. Her father was one of the non-existent victims, and not even her cold ambition was able to overlook it. We neither can say the promotion bought the silence. The silence was inevitable, unless they wanted to go with Inigo, of course. She deserved the promotion, she thought. Her hard working had earned it. Her pain had earned it. Her mother's pain had earned it. You know I'm doing you a favor assigning you this post, don't you? The former second leader sold. I do, Alina lied. Well then, I hope you return the favor when it's required. The new yellow government's leader demanded. Of course, Adina lied. Adina did, as always, her calculations. At the slightest signal of weakness, she could return him her father's death change. She wasn't convinced the explosion was even an accident. As you can see, here people have to take on their mistakes. The new leader sold his management. You'd better don't make any. She didn't care at all about speeches. Now, being a boss, she was going to make the mistakes she considered accurate, and she could make sure they remained hid behind the command of their enemies, those she mentally destroyed when she was a dressmaker. We'll assign you a house. We thought your boss, at the end she was a woman like you'll probably had similar taste. His stupidity came up to that extent. Thank you very much, Alina lied. She was horrified thinking of sitting on a sofa and seeing that enormous statue threatening to empty a vase full of water over her head. We'll assign you also an assistant, a secretary, the others would say. The new leader tried to show he was a considerate being. Perfect, Adina lied. She wasn't sure she could trust anybody, especially someone coming hand in hand with such a predator. She recalled herself making plans to get rid of her bosses, and she didn't see the need to run the risk. She was kind of self-sufficient. You'll have at your disposal a car and a bodyguard, and well, any other thing you think of, you'll have to deduct it from your budget. The new leader explained. I'm quite sure I don't need anything else. Adina played humility. The new leader looked at her knowing that maybe then was like that, but in a few months, maybe not that many, nothing would be enough. Adina also knew it. She had seen them grow. She knew where the leisure led to. But she had a plan B. She remembered the sister-in-law's picture, that over-the-top luxury. She remembered the boy at the store. She wondered if he could get by enough to have access to those markets abroad where they bought the antiques. Miss, I'm sorry, I don't know what you are talking about. A confused Leon said, looking down. Aren't you in charge of the goods? A growing Adina got demanding. Yes, miss, but the ones delivered at the stockroom. I don't know anything about antiques. Leon looked around, seeking for the manager to get rid of that insistent girl that knows she was powerful. Maybe my boss. Don't dare tell this to anybody, Adina threatened. You know what would happen to you if you do, don't you? Yes, miss. Leon lowered his head, wishing her whims didn't make his existence more difficult. We have to talk calmly. When you finish, come around home. Adina gave him a card with the address. Leon took it because he saw Adina didn't move aside the hand as much as he delayed. And she made sure he understood how important the visit was. Leon regretted the strange charm that had caught the attention of a yellow government leader. He liked the easy life he lived. He didn't even like facing his boss. He heard things. Being the whim of a powerful woman would be costly. Please come in. Adina invited him in. Leon went in, not wanting to. He looked at those hideous high ceilings and over-elaborated decor, imagining a humid, dark basement full of torture instruments. Do you see these things? Adina pointed around. Leon nodded. I want to get rid of everything. I want to sell it all. I need money. And Adina, that still didn't understand that kind of thing couldn't be told to the first person she met, said, Miss, I already told you I didn't know. Leon almost relieved. But you can ask, and I cannot. And Adina, out of her role of command, said, I don't want to take the risk somebody uses this against me. They had just gave me the post, and I don't want to show any weakness. Miss, you are not weak for redecorating your home, I think. Leon got confident. It's not a matter of decorating. It's that the news want to pretend they are different, and they are going to take advantage of this. I know it, Adina confessed.